Hello, Virgo. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to do your happy birthday reading, by the way. Happy birthday. And to you August babies, anyway. And I have it all laid out here. This is ready to go. I don't have it dealt out because I always stick my arms in it and it always goes all over the floor and drives me cuckoo. But I've added a new element in your reading. I have never read these cards before, and so they're very new to me, so I'm just learning. But I got out this deck. I've had it for a long, long time. I think it was gifted to me even. Um, but it's Angels and Ancestors. So these are oracle cards, all right? And I like them because I had a brief look through the book because they're brief. They don't go on and on and on and on 2 pages describing something. Sometimes that's good if the description is good, but these are very brief and to the point, like it. So, anyway, on that note, you begin with the Fire Guardian, and it says, ignite your passion. This is about making your desires come true, thinking about yourself. What do you really want? But what do you desire? It goes a little deeper into your emotions that it can ignite you. What ignites you? So it's telling you to explore that, open up that, and allow it without feeling shame or guilt or anything, allow it. Then you have the magician, okay? And the magician is about manifesting your desires, manifesting your dreams, manifesting something to happen for yourself. And I'm wondering if it's relationship, because here's the Queen of Cups. She wants to be in relationship. She wants to be part of a union. And she is even offering her cup at this time to somebody to share. And that what's the liquid inside is love. It's filled with love. And this is to build something together. You want to be in relationship, you want to manifest, or there's someone around you who does, but I think this is you want to manifest relationship to build something together. Now, this could be a love relationship, which is represented by the Queen of Cups, highly emotional, trusting, deep, fondness. But it also could be a business relationship, so building something together in business. But the Queen of Cups is really about the emotional part. Maybe Virgo, that is you. You're a very sensitive person and you need to be able to trust somebody to really get into relationship with them. And because it's combined with the Fire Guardian, this I feel like this is more of a love interest or deepening the relationship you're in, perhaps. But and it's both working on it. So, in the body of your reading, here in the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and then the Tower. The Seven of Pentacles is coupled with the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is kind of the fight or flight card. Am I going to stand here and I'm going to commit to this and just fight and go on with it? Or am I going to say, forget it, this is too much work, I didn't buy in for this, you know what I mean? And in a way, I kind of see you going that way because you're going to what you desire now, instead of having to defend yourself or fight everybody about um, things that you're responsible for. And also, the Seven of Pentacles is waiting for the fruits of our labor. So we've watered these plants all summer. We planted them, we nurtured them, we pruned them, we did everything we're supposed to do. Now, where's my fruit? Where's my vegetables? We have an expectation of a crop at the end of the season. So after you've put time and effort into something, like what you were doing here, because you didn't get up to that position or a stature in life without working for it. You know what I mean? And so you kind of want You're waiting for the fruits of your labor, your reward, your recognition, and it's also a time of healing too. You could be healing your body, you could be healing your mind, your emotions, getting over something. And so in a bit of a waiting period to to heal that, okay? Anyway, you're starting to feel, I think, your own value there. You're starting to understand your own value, okay? And then there is celebration. So I feel like you're getting the news, you're getting the message, something's coming, something's good, you're happy, you're celebrating, all is good. Now, I also have to say, I had a look at the cards, before I started, and I think there is some sort of a triangle situation going on here in your life. So I feel like not always, sometimes the third wheel, the third person out. In a triangle situation, there's always someone who feels left out. Two people team up and the other one feels left out. And that's why when my son was young, I wouldn't let him have two friends over. It had to be one friend or three friends. It not two. I don't want any triangle because there's a bunch of crying and fighting, and I didn't want to listen to it. So anyway, but I feel like there's something like that going on in your life here. So it could be at home, at work, with friends, something like that, some sort of triangle situation. Somebody, maybe yourself, feels left out. And but anyway, you're getting some sort of news. There's some sort of get together celebration, something like that. And there could be an announcement made there. There's something that could come to light there, because then there's the Tower and the Lover's card. And the Tower it's a surprise, it's a shock kind of thing. And it's about perhaps somebody's choice. Doesn't have to be yours, but somebody's choice. You might have felt left out of the loop, like, how come I never knew? How come you never talked to me about this? And, something like that. There could be some sort of disappointment. Also, it could be you giving the shocker, saying, I'm out. See you later, alligator. You know, I feel like there's an announcement here, but for you, how it turns out is going to be much better than what you expected. So if you're the one being shocked, don't worry. This is, you dodged a bullet. And if you're one giving the shocker, well, you're finally taking charge in your life and making decisions for you rather than what everybody else wants to do, that kind of thing. So I feel like there's a big awakening happening here, a change for you. And for sure, here in your present, you have the Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, pardon, and the High Priestess. Like, this is really turning around for you. So Ace of Swords, then Ten of Swords on the Queen of Cups, and this is your second Queen of Cups. So it's wanting to be in relationship. It's also very open and trusting, like you've really are through with any misery, pain, putting up with anything in life. It's not that you're crabby or mad. You're just done with that and you're ready to start something new. You're ready to be about love. You're ready to give yourself, to share yourself with somebody. You're healing, and you're more emotional. This is a beautiful thing, a beautiful energy. Oh, and with the Ten of Swords means we're done with feeling sorry for ourselves or letting people walk over us or whatever the case may be. This is the end of suffering, okay? And we get back up and we try again. We go at life and we feel new energy. We forgive ourselves. And then another 10 of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. So there could be someone who wants to ask you to help them in some way, or you're needing the support or help of others. In the Ten of Pentacles, this is someone who is probably successful. And successful has a lot, as a, is a, a big area there, because just having a house and being able to pay your bills, and you have a car and you're not worried check to check sort of thing, is successful. Also, just having a home and a family that you love and appreciate. But I feel like there's something built here, some sort of security here. And and in the Six of Pentacles, in relationship, what you want is equal give and take, you know equal give and take. And there is some sort of completion for you in an area where maybe you don't feel appreciated or something like that. I don't know. But I also think you now value yourself. That's changed a lot. You're done with, devaluing yourself. You have pride, but you want to be treated how you treat others, okay? Whether it's in relationship, business, whatever it is. Anyway, this is going to be very successful for you to be like that, do that. There's a part of you that's just itching to start something new here. I can see that with the ten of these two tens. So you're ready to be kind of born again, born anew, dust yourself off, make a fresh start. Here in the High Priestess, you're trusting your instincts more than anything. And the Nine of Cups is that the, yeah, that's a nine. The Nine of Cups assures success when you're following your instincts about what is right for you, right? What is right for you. And this says timing is everything too. It says, that it's all unfolding at the right time, the way it should. And so you're going to be very happy, I think, with the result here. Um, Near the end of August, or maybe in September, since we're through the first week of August already. My readings are usually a month long. You have two threes again. So there's two sides of a triangle situation, like I said. This looks like a group of friends to me. It could be sisters, it could be neighbors. I don't know. But there's some sort of trouble here, trouble going on. I feel like there's a trust issue, to tell you the truth. There's some sort of trust issue going on. You feel like you can't, like they're not telling you the truth. There's something, and I think you could, it says trust your instincts. You can feel it, and so you maybe you express yourself. Maybe you say, this is how I've been feeling. It's been bothering me so much. Just out with it, not feeling any shame or whatever. And perhaps this solves this situation. Maybe everyone's feeling that way. Maybe there's, a big misunderstanding here, but I feel like something's going to be resolved out of this situation. All right. Then you have the Four of Rods with the Queen of Rods. So this is, and there could be a new person enter the situation, which gives it more balance, balances it out. And it could be the Queen of Rods. Okay. So now we have a four, which is stability, security, in some ways, like a feeling of peace. This is a peaceful feeling. And it also is part of a team. It's a team effort here. With the Queen of Rods, this person is full of energy, ideas, wants to just talk about it and do it. Let's start doing it. Not They can't sit around and talk about things. They need to be doing it. They're action oriented people. So I feel like this person could be coming into this situation and really giving it a lot of balance. And then another four. This is also stability. This is also where you could be putting money away, stashing money away for that sunny day, that you can enjoy something. You have this kind of vision, I think, that you want. And so you could be working on that. And the vision could be success, success in being a singer, success in having a home and family, success in, there's a lot of versions of success, whatever your desires, your dreams, how you want to explore your creativity, because it's definitely creativity. You can see this person working very hard, focusing, concentrating on their craft. They're perfecting it at this time. They're perfecting their craft. And they're well sought out too, because look at all the stock they've had to build up to meet the demand. You know what I mean? So, but you're putting this money away. If there's money, this also could be value of your skill, but putting money away, stashing it away. And also, there's a possibility here you're keeping something to yourself too, like withholding in some way. I think as much as you want to be in relationship, there's a part of you that still protects yourself. And so you withhold a little bit. But I think eventually that's going to open up. You're not going to feel like you have to guard or protect something, you know? You're going to feel safer and more confident in your ability. All right. So, very interesting, Virgo. Very interesting indeed. Oh, I have the patch on. I smoke a vape, like one of those nicotine vapes, and the thing is become a retarded habit. You take it to bed and everything. So I'm thinking it's time to get off that. So I started the patch to try and wean myself off. That's what the thing is on my arm. Oh, geez, look at what I just did. I got talking and I shuffled the cards again. Well, must be meant to be. So, with that six of clubs, you have the three of hearts. So, the three of hearts is really thinking, oh, God, look at that. I'm going to take that one on the floor. Oh, there's two on the floor. Oops, two on the floor. Okay, what do we have? Huh, interesting. Okay. Three of hearts, four of spades, and the 10 of hearts. Wow, this is really something. So I can see that you still have some doubt in yourself, and you're torn apart about really engaging in relationship with others or with maybe a special someone. But you're still like protective of yourself, you're still like kind of watching the show like that, watching your life like that kind of thing, because you're trying to protect yourself here. Okay. But I see that changing in a big way. Once you do it, you go all the way, and you don't you it's not about confidence, it's about knowing who you are and totally accepting yourself. There's nothing to protect when you accept yourself. And I feel like once you open up, it's just like, yeah, so what? So what? I pass gas sometimes. Bodily functions. You just don't care, right? It's not that you don't care, but don't sweat the small stuff. So let's cut these. All right, we're ready now. Huh, what a funny reading. Well, that's a full moon for you, right? Full moon changes things up. We wrestle with our feelings a little bit, get irritated, agitated. And some of us don't. Don't get affected that way. Some people get affected by the new moon instead. So there we are. Let's see what we got. So 9 of diamonds, 7 of clubs, and the 7 of hearts. So I kind of feel in this triangle situation, which I feel that there's at least 3 people, okay, that Um, there could be some sort of jealousy or envy involved. You could be envious of someone, they envious of you. There's no reason. You. I think you are trying to follow your desires right now. Possibility. There could be envious of your success, of your ambition, and of your mind. I think you have a really strong, smart mind. You know things. You're not uneducated. That's the one thing about Virgo. They're usually very educated. They do their research. And so this might concern you that this person feels this way, is reacting this way, even if it's yourself reacting this way. So there's some sort of cause for concern, and you're wanting to change that, improve that, turn it around, change the way you go at it. Coming in, you have the Eight of Clubs, the Three of Diamonds, and the Jack of Clubs. Very nice combination. This looks like business talk, work talk, negotiation, where you're figuring something out. And it's because of your partial wish coming true. So your wish is starting to line up. Things are starting to happen here, and people are talking about it, or you're talking about it. You could be talking about investments and stuff too. But I feel like this is part of your wish coming true, the first beginning. And you could be talking about this with a friend. The Jack of Clubs usually represents a friend of yours. So it's definitely someone supporting you. They could be giving you advice. They could be congratulating you, but I feel like it's further development of your wish, because this is like work talk. So it's creative talk. How can we do this? How can we really get this going now? It's showing promise, it's showing positive results. And so, wow, let's really talk about this, right? Someone who wants to help you for sure. Then you have the Jack of Spades, the Ace of Clubs, and the King of Diamonds. Now, this is on your mind, all right? What's above you is kind of on your mind and how you're thinking it's going. You're worried about trouble, some sort of trouble happening with a new opportunity with this King of Diamonds. The King of Diamonds is usually an older man, could be a woman too, but they're mature, they're over 50 at least, and they could have white or gray hair. On the other hand, they could have like a reddish or a strawberry blonde kind of hair. They usually have green eyes, gray, or very, very pale blue. But this person is successful. They're secure anyway, I should say secure. They're helpful, like their father figure in a way, or grandfather, perhaps uncle, maybe aunt. Anyway, there is a new opportunity here. You could be offered a new opportunity and at first you think it's going to be a problem. Maybe it's about relinquishing control in some way, like you and maybe you don't like to ask for help or something. I feel like there's a reluctance here at something good. It's something good. This opportunity is an opportunity to be able to create what you want. But maybe in the way it comes, the person telling you, you should be talking to the king, not the jack. All right? That's who you should be talking to. This person also that you're getting the offer from, this one of these people could be the problem in that trip triangle situation, because the Jack of Spades is trouble. They cause trouble, they lie, they make up things, they gossip, maybe, to cause a problem just because they're unhappy. But so that could be their relation or their employee or something like that. But anyway, that is because you deal with the king. All right. So in your work pile, you have the Five of Hearts, the Two of Diamonds, and the Two of Spades. So if this is around where you work, what you do, how you create, It looks like there's some sort of gain in emotion in a relationship here, okay? Could even become passionate, right? But I feel like there's either a separation in that relationship or someone else leaves the situation. Um, Maybe it's two people that have a crush on the same person. Or I don't, like I said, triangle situations are funny. Even when you're working in one, there's three of you in an office. Like I can't, any situation you can imagine where there's three people, it always happens. It's almost mathematics, you know? So there is some sort of separation here after uh, something really nice, a nice connection, a change in love, a change in feeling, something like that. It could be through business too, it could be through a business meeting, but I feel like there's also someone who is leaving, who is separating from the situation. Then you have this is how others are seeing you or influencing you. And you have the Eight of Hearts, the Jack of Diamonds. Geez, there's a lot of jacks here. And the Five of Diamonds. So a few fives too. And fives indicate change, right? And they've all been positive for you. So, Eight of Hearts, this is love talk and flirting. You could be getting text messages, looks like to me. Flirting, someone's talking you up. If it's not flirting, they're speaking well of you. They really support you, like you, you know, are and boasting about you. Okay, and this could be in what you do, what where you work, what you do for a living. You boasting about your talents, and this brings you more money, more notoriety, maybe like you know, people are talking about you, right, in a good way. In the foundation, geez, you've got a lot of red going on. I think whatever you're separating from here in the past is part of really turning the tables. And it's the final thing you do to be able to stand up and start healing. You know, it might have been the hardest thing you had to do, but once you did it, you felt like 1,000 pounds off your chest, you know, or off your back. So, Four of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, and the Nine of Hearts. So, I gotta tell you, Virgo, for some of you, I think you're meeting somebody. For some of you, I think this could start out as a business relationship, a connection, a partnership, or maybe you just see each other at work. I don't know. Okay, but there's definitely, and you're taking one step at a time because you are slow mo, right? You're cautious and you're careful and everything. But someone definitely has their eye on you. Again, the Queen of Hearts, she wants to be in relationship. She's a good sister, mother, aunt, wife, lover. Like she's a very giving person and very sweet and nice. And also sought out, like good looking, usually attractive. So you're someone's looking at you in that way, and also stable, you know, stable and practical. And this is the Nine of Hearts. This is emotional fulfillment. So something special is happening for you here in relationship and or your financial, your in your dreams. You know, you have that Three of Diamonds back here, the beginning of the wish coming true, and then you have the four, right? It's like, and then the five, like you're really moving along. So, in your surprise, you have the Eight of Diamonds, the Four of Hearts, no, the Ten of Diamonds, the Four of Hearts, and the Eight of Diamonds. Money, 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 money. So, this is success. Ten of Diamonds is success. You've made it. You know, you're able to complete successfully what you were hoping to. You were able to get recognized. This is a happy, this is a great joy card. And um it could be about a group situation, like I said, some sort of group situation. I feel like people are talking about you, talking you up quite a bit. You're doing more business talk. You're talking about money with people, and it's about something they love. Okay, it gives them pleasure, gives them peace, gives them happiness, makes them smile in some way. It's some sort of emotional stability. Also, I think in your emotional stability is where your skill really comes out. Or, you're happily working. When we're at work and we're happy, we do a better job. So this is I also, you could be thinking about buying a house. This is business talk, this is investing, this is taking the next step, and it's in your emotional security. So somewhere it's like home, you feel good, you feel secure, you feel safe, but in this way. This is a really happy combination. You're not expecting it, especially if you're going through the tower and the 10 of swords right now. You're just finally deciding, you're going to take steps in the direction you want to. You're going to manifest your dreams. This is just happening now. So for you, you're like, oh yeah, okay, well, good. I'll wait for that money, Lynn, or I'll wait for that thing to happen. But this is the thing, it's the surprise pile. So things are going to turn out a lot better than what you think. I think what you don't realize is the tower was going to fall anyway, whether you did something or didn't do something. And because nobody wants it to, especially while they're in it, but it does. And this is because of a choice that someone made, and a selfish choice too, probably. So, and selfish can go two ways. It can go in a very positive way and go in very negative ways. So, doesn't matter. It needed to happen in your life. It wasn't a strong foundation, whatever this was, this relationship, this friendship, that it wasn't strong to begin with. So it needed to happen. And when it finally did, it'll make a big change in your life, toward what you want, right? So this is really good. So I'm glad to give it to you for a birthday present, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you tell me the good news when it happens. I'd really love to know. Anyhow, I hope this helps you in the days to come in August and early September. And are there any we're here in Canada, we have Labor Day coming up. I have my son's birthday coming up. And my friend's birthday coming up. I have both a Leo and a Virgo birthday coming up. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. So I start a full-time job on the 25th. I'll be working full-time Monday to Friday all day. And sometimes when I come home, because of the work I do, I'm really tired. I'm mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted. So I don't have the energy. And I like my energy to be good when I'm reading. I want to give you the best that I can. So I'm thinking of doing three readings a week where I break it down into elements. One week I do fire, all the fire energy. The other week I do all the earth energy, however it goes. And so that way I can still do it and break up my energy a little bit throughout the month, because I don't want to stop. I still enjoy it myself. I get something out of it just like you do, and I love the connection with you as well. So that will change in September for the September reading. So I'll probably post something to let you know which week your element is happening, whether you're earth, fire, water, or air. And I'll list your signs that are included in that. Anyhow, take care. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.